Welcome, everyone. Welcome in to tonight's Subscriber Energy Live Love Reading. So, this reading is going to be a little bit different than the ones that we normally do for our Subscriber Energy Love Reading. I have definitely been feeling some new energy, and we have had some new subscribers join us. So, I feel like this Subscriber Energy reading may or may not be a twin flame journey reading. I'm not sure. I usually don't know until once we have started. But when I was feeling the pull to do this specific reading, I was definitely feeling like this is a new person. Like the subscriber has met a new person. And I feel like the new person could definitely turn into a much bigger relationship than the subscriber knows or understands. So that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling. It's very possible, guys, that this is going to be a collective reading. Many of us are experiencing massive shifts right now, right? Remember last week we talked about Venus moving into Cancer on the 18th. So we're 2 days away from that, guys. So for those of you that feel your energy early, you are already making those difficult decisions. And when I say difficult decisions, let's see. Let me use me for an example. I'm already in a soulmate relationship. Remember last week, guys, I said that if you're already in a relationship, you're going to make a decision that may be difficult for you, but it will solidify your choice, right? It'll solidify your decision in your relationship. Me and Junior are moving, so that is new. We finally made our decision and we finally have decided where we're going. So, see, it's very new energy, but still the same romantic relationship, just going deeper, a stronger connection. For those of you that are single, I do believe that it's possible you have already met someone. If you're following me and you're in my tribe, most likely you have went through the twin journey. Most likely you have experienced your spiritual awakening. And we all have, right? Hi. And most likely, most of you have experienced your dark night of the soul. So when you do experience those types of spiritual experiences, it can be very difficult to move on into a new relationship, right? It can be really scary. Most of you have broken away from either a karmic or a twin. I don't think anyone has broken away from a soulmate, but everyone is definitely like finding their worth and finding their independent worth, right? Breaking away from all that codependency. So it's very possible that if this new person comes in, even if you feel attracted to this person, even if you feel like there's some sort of connection, and most likely you will, you're going to be nervous, you're going to be timid. And so I just want to say, I want to just a little bit of advice. Everybody that we meet, every person that we're in a relationship with, is of some importance. So, regardless of who they are or what role they're going to play, I wouldn't like close the door on love just due to fear. If I was to do that, then me and Junior would have never, we wouldn't be here today. So I'm just saying, don't try to be open, and don't try to like. I feel like many of you could have this energy that you feel, the ones that are single and can kind of relate with what I was just talking about. I feel like it's possible that you feel like spirit's not going to send you someone good, right? You kind of have that energy. And I just want you to know that whoever comes in is the person that was supposed to come in at this time. So just try to keep yourself open as Venus makes this really impactful move. All right, guys. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Amber. Hi, Diana and Tiffany. Everyone's here. Great, great. All right. So again, a little bit different, guys. If you're already in a relationship, you've very recently made a difficult decision that's going to solidify your relationship. And if you're single and coming out, regardless of how long it's been, I do feel because Venus moving into Cancer, it's definitely going to give us all this type of energy where you're going to see new people coming in and you're going to start to want to be in a more healthier and nurturing relationship. So again, I do feel like whoever we're talking to, whether it's collective or whether this is going to be really specific for a subscriber, you already know this person. You've already met this person. And I do sense like a little bit of hesitation, timidness. But I just want to say for those of you in the relationship, you're timid too. I'm terrified of moving. I don't know why. It's exciting. It's going to be good for us. It's going to help us. But I'm terrified. I mean, remember how I always talk to you guys about change? Like none of us like change, even if our comfort level is not actually comfortable. You see what I mean? All right, guys. So I am recovering from my cooties, and am definitely feeling better. I have a lot more energy, but my throat is still horrendous. So I'm gonna have to stop and drink 3 bottles of water in this entire 15-minute reading. So just bear with me, please. And I do apologize. I know it's hoarse, and it just sounds awful. But I'm just so glad to have some energy to get out of the bed. All right, so I am using the Power of Love Oracle cards. And what I'm going to do is, just like we do our normal subscriber energy, I'm going to look at your energy, and I'm going to look at the person that you're either with or that's coming in as a romantic relationship. This isn't going to be just a friendship, best friend. You're not just going to hang out. This is definitely romance, love. Hi, Jamie. Yes, Diana, I'm glad I'm feeling better too. If I could just get my throat and my voice on board, it'd be great. All right, so let's start with the subscriber's energy. We have detachment. Again, can still go both ways. If you are, for example, honey, I'm just going to use this as an example all night. I'm sorry. I love you. But as an example, we're detaching from our comfort zone. You know what I mean? For those of you that are single, you most likely have just detached yourself, finally, like full closure from some sort of karmic relationship, unhealthy relationship, or even like a twin journey that just wasn't ready, right? All right, let's look at your person's energy. So this is going to be the person. If you're in a soulmate relationship, I definitely feel like this is going to be very collective. I just keep getting this energy that it's all of us. So for those of you that are in a relationship, you're going to, expression is very much like communication, right? You're going to start to express yourself more openly. You're going to start to communicate more openly. So this person is someone who likes to talk. This person is someone who wants to talk about how they feel. As the person that you've detached from most likely was not that type of person. Most likely the person you detached from kept everything to themselves. And if they did express things, it wasn't necessarily genuine feelings, right? I feel like this person is going to be like honest, and I almost said brutally honest. So yeah, I just feel like this person is going to be really, really honest and open, and not fear talking about things like love. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. Look at this. We have joy. It's interesting because when you know how I always practice the spread on myself before we get started, I got joy as our bridging energy too. So that's really interesting to me. And you guys see me shuffle. So, but it says, you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Hold on, let me chug my water. I'm so sorry. Miss L is here. Hi, Miss L. All right, so here's the energy that I'm picking up. I feel like we're kind of moving from a difficult phase in our lives, right? Regardless of what journey you were on. And we've made the big moves, right? We've already, that Scorpio lunar eclipse really did a number on everyone, really. But if we look back now, I don't know about you guys, but was that a closure difficult for me? Absolutely. But where I am today, I'm excited for my future. And if I had not had that closure at that Scorpio lunar eclipse, then I wouldn't be able to make the moves that we're fixing to make now, right? So I do feel like everyone is kind of in this energy of we're kind of tired of the stress. We're kind of tired of the heavy emotions. We're kind of tired of everything having to be somewhat difficult, right? It's like we've done the work, we've done the spiritual healing, we're continuing to do the spiritual healing because, guys, it doesn't just stop. Like, you don't just ascend and there's not like a level you reach and you're like, there's a bell up there, you ring and you're like, I'm here. I can't go no further. That's not how it works, right? We're learning and healing and ascending the entire time from the moment we start awakening. Um, and so I do feel like this is going to be very collective because I do feel like all of us collectively are moving more towards being able to survive in a difficult situation to now we're looking for that joy and that happiness. You see what I mean? Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So again, just like we do our normal subscriber energy reading, but a little bit different because we're going to use magical times. So normally this is where I use the Heal Yourself reading cards. Normally we're looking at what we are working on healing because it's present energy, right? And we look at the higher self, what the higher self is teaching the person at the time. We're still going to do that today, but it's just going to come out a little bit different because with magical times, it's very much of a completion. And remember, I am kind of getting a little bit of a completion here with the joy card being the bridging energy. It's like I'm moving from difficult times to now I'm ready to go find and be more open to happier times. So that's why, guys, the magical times. Did you guys see that? Cycles was just there. It's definitely the end of a difficult cycle. And you're definitely ascended, awakened enough to realize what you want now, what you expect, what you won't consider. You see what I mean? And that's definitely going to help you be able to move into a happier time. How many of you guys out there are feeling this? I'm definitely feeling it. Hi, Lulu. Uh-oh. Amber says the full moon brought her a surprise. I don't know what's happening. I'm so sorry about my throat, guys. I am glad I'm better, though. I'm telling you, for like all last week, I was, ooh. That last day we did the air surge, I honestly did not know if I was going to make it. All right. You know what? I was talking to my sister, and my sister pointed something out to me that is so true. When we get overstressed or we overthink, do you guys overthink? Am I the only overthinker in here? Tell me I'm not, please. But when we do that, we definitely open ourselves up, and we're more susceptible to different types of attacks, not just like cooties, right? Luckily, I do feel like if you're on the twin journey, you are very highly protective because your purpose is a little bit different than most. But I do feel like it doesn't mean that you're protected from, cooties. Yes, we did do a lot of readings, and the whole time, guys, I was sick. Isn't that crazy? One thing I've been talking to Spirit about is definitely consistency. Like that's going to be the the thing that makes my business successful, right? So sometimes I might have a new, you know how I always say I have that keep pushing post-it that I look at every morning. And that's definitely my motto, keep pushing. But there's a new one up there now, and it says, do it anyway. So all of you guys need to get one of those. Stick it in your by your desk or by your mirror, wherever you know, you get ready to do your day or whatnot, or at the end of the day. Yes, do it anyway. Do it anyway. And that's literally what got me through all of last week. All right, so we're going to start with the subscriber, and I want to do head, heart, and higher self. So in the head space, what are you thinking? Look at that. Love. It says, listen to your heart, embrace what makes you happy. There are 1,000,000 reasons to love. Again, remember when I used to, when I don't, you guys probably don't remember, but I do. When I first got this Oracle deck, the 1,000,000 reasons to love, whenever I would read that, I would immediately get the sensation, the feeling that the subscriber I was reading for, most of the time, I want to say like 9 out of 10 times, that every time this card came out, the person was in a twin journey, and they thought that they had met a soulmate, or realized that their path was taking, like their journey was taking a different path than they expected. So there was definitely like this fear. I'm not supposed to love anyone else. I'm only supposed to wait for this one person. You know what I mean? And so I definitely sensed that energy when I got these oracle cards, and I thought, how and I'm not calling anyone silly, guys. We've all had the same thoughts. We're all in the same boat, I promise you. um, but how silly is that? Like, spirit didn't send us down here to just love one person, right? We don't have to choose. If you're on the twin journey, I know it's hard to understand, but it's literally one soul. It's you. You don't have to choose you. You do choose you. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not a pick and choose type of situation. So when you do meet yourself, and this could be like, I could be talking to a subscriber that's just recently like breaking away that codependency from the twin journey, and met someone that could potentially be a soulmate. But there's fear. I'm definitely sensing like fear, timid. It's like, I don't want what happened to me before to happen to me again. That's definitely the energy, right? And spirit saying like, there's 1,000,000 reasons to love. It's not, it doesn't mean, does that mean like you have to go out and love 1,000,000 people? No, I don't recommend it. You know, like romantically, I mean, you're supposed to love everyone unconditionally, like all souls on the planet, right? Doesn't mean you have to go get it on with all those people. You know what I mean? But it's definitely about like, you're not stuck in this one situation. And even for those of you that are in your soulmate relationship, like you're past your twin journey, you're in your soulmate relationship, you know, there's 1,000,000 reasons to love. Tells you whatever situation you and your person are in, you're not stuck. You have more than one option. I tend to do that when I get like overly frustrated, or I'm overthinking, or I'm overwhelmed. I think I'm stuck. There's no options. I've thought everything through. And all I got to do normally is just sit down with like a logical person that's outside of the bubble. You know what I mean? And they're like, no, Rosa, you have this option and this option and this, you know what I mean? So sometimes we just need to see like outside the bubble type of thing. And I think that's what could be happening in the headspace. Diana says some cycles should not be repeated. Amen. Amen. All right, let's look at the heart space. So we have flexibility. I got flexibility too in mine, but mine was actually in the head space. That was because I'm overthinking everything. But it says, gently flow through the turbulence. Life has the ability to shape you, bend, don't break. So in the heart space, again, I'm getting that energy of, that's exactly what I said earlier. Like, I don't want what happened to me before to happen to me again. So the person could definitely be like fearful of moving on, even if you're already in the relationship. Like this is definitely with Cancer moving into Venus. I keep saying that. I've said that all week. Cancer can't move into Venus, guys. Venus has to move into Cancer. But anyway, but with Venus moving into Cancer, this is definitely a time like people are moving. And I just said that, right? Like we're moving. Wow, yay. I'm excited but nervous. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like it's time for if you're in a relationship, like you could be deciding right now, are we going to have more children? Are we done having children? But these are big decisions that are solidifying your relationship. You see what I'm trying to say? You could be talking about marriage. Somebody could be talking about like, hey, we've been dating and now it's time to like, take it to the next whatever. So yes, it's definitely like that type of energy. If you're single, you could definitely be having that fear of, this bad person did this thing, or I went through this difficult, challenging experience, and I just don't want to experience that again. So that's why flexibility is going to be in your heart space. And again, it says gently flow through the turbulence. Life has the ability to shape you, bend, don't break. All right, so let's look at the higher self. What's the higher self trying to teach this subscriber energy? We have union. Wow, look at that. What does that mean? Oh, wait, I'm supposed to tell you. We'll clarify. All right, so it says, you have seen and unseen allies. Draw upon their strength, join forces with friends, and flourish. Okay, I love when I'm all confused and spirits like ding. All right, so here's what it means. What it means is for those of you, remember I said that you felt like you had to choose, or you felt like you couldn't move, or you were stuck because you're supposed to be doing this thing or this journey or whatever, right? For those of you that feel that way, the higher self is teaching you one soul. You're already in union. You were in union when you came out of the birth canal in this lifetime, and the last lifetime, and the next lifetime. You see what I'm trying to say? It's always union. Now, can you be in 3D physical separation? Yes, guys, because not every single twin is supposed to be in 3D union. The ones that are, I imagine they are some old souls. I imagine they have come down here like Mother Teresa did. You know what I'm trying to say? Did all the things that they were supposed to do, and then they come down in this lifetime and they teach masses. Guys, I'm Rosa. I have 700 and something followers. You know what I'm saying? We are a small tribe, small collective tribe, and a massive collective tribe of twin flames. But we're just a bleep in this big grand scheme of things, right? So the people you see, like I've been talking about Cassidy King. She's one of the most popular, one of the ones that most of you are more comfortable with. And she's in union and shares and teaches other twin flames. She taught me, you know what I'm saying? So it's very much, if everyone was meant to do that specific thing, I feel like our purpose wouldn't be as important, right? We wouldn't fight for it as hard if it was easy. Pain, I know this is going to sound crazy, but pain is you remember it. Right? How many of you guys remember? How many of you are women and had babies and remember having your babies? That's a pain like no other, right? You'll never forget it. If you're on the twin journey, is it always wonderful and roses and whatever? No. And that pain that you experience before you realize what union is, it's necessary. It's necessary so that you can go through your spiritual awakening, so you can experience your dark night of the soul, and so you can shed all the things that no longer serve you, so you can move on into your purpose. I feel like your higher self is teaching you that one, you've already been in union. And so here's the part. Ready? Draw upon their strength. Join forces with friends and flourish. So if you are in 3D separation and on the twin journey, it's definitely telling you that you have that energy. Like everything you guys see me do all the time, everything you see me do, the tarot reading, everything. I'm using my twin flame journey energy. Do you see what I mean? You have that energy and you can use that energy. And that's what makes you and helps you manifest and do the things. Now, does it just fall on your lap? No, you have to get up and work and do the things. But look how spirit has drawn all of you to me. See what I mean? I promise you, I'm not that magical. All right, let's clarify a little bit. Let's use Llewellyn. Lulu says, I got 6 kiddos. Miss L says, thank you for making me laugh. I feel better. I'm glad, Miss L. It's been a rough morning here too. I'm telling you guys, I am not the person that comes out and tells you guys all what to do and then I did everything perfect. It's definitely not that way. I'm seriously learning right along with you. So when I say that we don't like change and we don't want to leave our comfort zone, even if our comfort zone is crap, it's true, guys. It's true. But you see how like we're being pushed. Spirit will make things as absolutely uncomfortable until you just do the things. That's why procrastination is just really one of my bigger flaws, for sure. For sure. All right, let's clarify the subscriber side real quick. All right, and let's look at that love card, A Million Reasons to Love in the Headspace. Wheel of Fortune, something good, something happy, good fortune. 8 of Wands, something happened very quickly, quick information. And 7 of Pentacles, wow, a time of harvest. So again, I kind of feel like I'm talking to someone who was in that stuck energy. Like you, even if you were in a relationship, you felt stuck. Like me and Junior have been feeling like we've been spinning wheels for a good year since, you know what I mean? Since like I opened the Etsy shop and he went to work and like we've been trying to like, put this family together and do this thing. And we're just sitting here, just spinning. You know what I mean? So it's definitely like a break. It's definitely like a bend, right? Something has shifted. Something has started to bend in your favor. And it most likely has happened very quickly. Because if you're anything like me, I literally made up my mind this morning. And I'm one of those people that I will procrastinate. But once I've decided on something, I'm going with it and I'm not going to change my mind. I shouldn't say that I'm one of those people because that's something that I actually started doing when I released myself from my karmic relationship. Like when I freed myself, that was the beginning of that situation. And still today, I procrastinate and I'll sit there knowing that I need to do something and think of all the fears that would hold me back. But once I've decided, then that's usually like the sticking point, and then I'm able to make the move and do whatever I need to do. But guys, I'm just like you. I don't like change. I don't want, even if my comfort zone is not comfortable, I'm just used to being here. I'm just used to being in my little room. You know what I mean? All right, let's look at flexibility. Why is flexibility in the subscriber energy heart space? All right, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is definitely about going for your goals, achievements, wanting to accomplish something and not willing to give up. Ace of Swords does tell me that you've had to come up with a new plan. You most likely thought that if you're like me and we're on this journey and we're rowing in this boat, I promise you, I thought we were going this way. It didn't work out that way, did it? Now we're way over here. And I get it. And it's definitely, it can definitely be overwhelming and definitely cause you to wonder, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? But Ace of Swords, definitely coming up with a new plan, coming up with a new strategy. And the Ace of Wands. So whatever you went through that was difficult, that spirit saying, bend, don't break. It's because you haven't given up on your goal, what it is that you want. But you definitely come up with a new plan. And look at that Ace of Wands. So you have Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, but side by side. Beautiful. Ace of Wands, don't forget your destiny, your purpose. This is meant to be. So, for example, me, this makes me feel good about our decision, right? So, if you've made a decision recently, it's definitely part of your purpose. It's definitely where you're supposed to be. All right, let's look at that union card. So, we have the Two of Swords coming out, we have the Hierophant coming out, and we have the Eight of Cups coming out. So, the higher self is definitely teaching you that you have to make a decision. It's very possible there could be one or two of you out there that are still thinking, no, I got to choose this thing. I got to stick with this thing. I got to wait for this person. I got to do this thing. For those of you, I just want to say I'm sending you unconditional love always. And when you're ready to, try something different because you realize that that way is not working, I'm still going to be here. We'll still be here on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and all that, and we'll welcome you right back in. But for I feel like the majority of you, you've realized as above, so below. I know it's not the Magician, but it is the Hierophant. It's about bringing something from the 5D down to the 3D, and the Eight of Cups, getting on with it. Do I feel like you're leaving something behind? Yes. Yes. I feel like I'm leaving something behind. Um, if I keep talking about it, I'm going to start crying. It's my safe place, remember? But it's time, guys. It's time for us to, do the things. All right. More water. Well, honey, Patrick's clearly not watching our live. He's sending me TikTok. Guys, we are on TikTok. So if you like them little short, cute videos, make sure to check out our TikTok. I always put the link in the description box. Hi, Sandra. So yes, guys, make sure to go over there and give us a follow. All right, so now we're going to look at the subscribers person. Now, remember, this is a strong collective reading. So if you're in a relationship, you're either finding closure, like complete closure, and could even be meeting someone new. I don't think it's necessarily like a real close energy. I do feel like there's some space here, but I do also feel like if you're in a relationship, you're solidifying, you're making something stronger, you're moving in together, you're getting married, you're growing your family, something like that. If you are if you're separated, like not separated, if you've left the relationship, moved on, I feel like it's possible you may already know the person. Like when I was feeling the energy for the pool, to do the reading, I definitely feel like this is not a surprise to you. This person is not going to be someone you don't know. If it is, I mean, I swear it could be some of you, like one or two of you out of that. Maybe you haven't met the person, then you're going to meet them like really, really soon, because as a collective tribe, our energies are very, very close, right? So I'm definitely kind of getting a sensation that you may have met this person already and you don't really know like what's coming from it. It's funny because in my situation, the decision that me and Junior made this morning is the same decision that we've been procrastinating on for, I shouldn't say we, it's more me, guys, but for several months. It's the same, it was the original plan. You see what I'm trying to say? So I kind of feel like, this person, this is not new. You may not know that this person has feelings, or you may not know how deep their feelings are. That's possible. All right, so let's look and see your person's head, heart, and higher self space. And I just want to say right off the bat, this is definitely more of a calming energy, a soulmate energy, a Two of Cups. Look at that. Bam. Thank you, Spirit. Partnership. Do you guys see that? That's amazing. All right, so I get tickled every time. The Two of Cups, the partnership, the equal effort, the I water you, you water me, we grow together, right? That's the energy of this person, and it's coming out in the headspace. So it's also with their thinking. That's also their goal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, and then I want to read it too, because it says, learn to grow with others, overcome obstacles by working together, and touch each other's hearts while life life lasts. That part right there. That's what makes me kind of feel like you already know this person, and there could have been like some sort of delay, and spirit saying, hey, this lifetime's short. Like, let's get on with it. There's 1 million reasons to love. All right, in the heart space, friendship. So I do feel like this person could be a friend, or you may have put this person like in a friend zone. Guys, Junior was in the friend zone. I'm just saying for a minute. um, but so again, I'm kind of getting this energy that like you didn't anticipate that this was going to turn into what it's fixing to turn into, right? So it says, be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those and let the others go. Absolutely. Healing is going to come out for higher self. So it is very possible that your person has also went through some sort of difficult relationship. It's very possible that your person could also be breaking free from some sort of karmic situation. And guys, karmics don't always have to be people, right? A karmic situation could be like a toxic, unhealthy situation. Doesn't always have to be like a person. It's normally a lesson. It's a difficult lesson in life, right? But I do feel like with partnership, friendship, and healing, that your person most likely has also went through the same type. So for those of you out there that are giving me that feeling of, I don't want what happened to me before to happen to me again, this is not that person. And guys, I had that feeling too. Like when me and Junior first got together, absolutely. I just kept waiting for him to mess up. I kept waiting for him to do something that other people had done to me. You know what I'm trying to say? Never. Still waiting. I mean, I'm not waiting no more. I'm clearly figured it out. But I was slow. But I'm just saying, I get it. I understand why you have that hesitation, that sensation. This is not that person. I promise you, this person, partnership, the Two of Cups, this is equal effort. There's no runner, there's no chaser, and it's very possible that some of you manifested the situation, because creation comes out at the bottom, and it says, remember, your thoughts shape your future, your words create today, and your choices become your reality. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So I don't think I'm going to pull any messages from them, because again, I feel like the energy is super new. Um, yeah, and I feel like everything, let's clarify their side, and I feel like we'll get more information from them. But after that, I feel like we'll jump straight to the guidance. All right, let's use the Gilded Tarot. Let's look at that partnership. I think it'll tell us a little bit about like what happened. I just seen the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is that slow moving energy. So it's possible that this person, in that, like, they're not quite in a big hurry. They're not in a rush. And I just want to say, if they're healing from some sort of situation like you are or you did, it's very possible that they're not in a big hurry, right? Again, that timid, that fear. All right, so we have the Page of Swords, but it's in reverse. So Page of Swords always kind of gives me that stalkerish type of energy, and it's also the no communication, like fear to communicate. I feel like in reverse, this person is definitely communicating more to you. They're thinking about you more, they're talking to you more, something like that. We also have Judgment coming out. I do feel like Judgment is going to be part of your purpose. Something about hearing a calling. And I'm just saying, if you manifested the situation, you created the situation, it's like they heard you. Oh my gosh, the Lovers comes out. I did not expect that. And the Lovers did not come out by itself, so I'm going to take all of them. That's so rare. We normally only pull 3 here, but I just have to, because Justice and the Ten of Swords also came out, but it's in reverse, and I definitely sense like I know what's going on here. I'm most likely talking to a subscriber who is on the twin journey, who realizes that they are able to move on with a different partner. The scales have been balanced. You guys see the Justice card? The injustice that has been done is definitely being balanced. And it's very possible that since you're on this twin journey, you're very much drawing in this soulmate type of energy. I feel like that's what it is. Ten of Swords in reverse. So Ten of Swords upside right is definitely like that energy of a completion to something that's very painful. You see all the swords going in him. I mean, have mercy. In reverse, it's kind of telling me that this is not this relationship. I know this Lover's card is out here dead smack in the middle. I get it. But it's telling me that it's not this thing. This has been righted. It's been made right. It's been made fair. It's been made balanced. It's like someone has taken the swords out type of situation. So if you have fear that this person is going to be like your twin, that's definitely not the case. All right, let's look at friendship. Friendship in your person's heart space. So we have the Ten of Pentacles coming out as just one. Yeah. So Ten of Pentacles, again, goals, achievements. And I just want to say, the subscriber, Ten of Pentacles, in the same spot. Do you guys see that? Heart space. Look. Heart space, heart space. Ten of Pentacles. You have the same goals. That's a soulmate, guys. That's a soulmate. We have Knight of Pentacles. This is in for the long haul, right? It is very possible that it's been slow coming in or slow to get moving. But I feel like the moon, you could have definitely been using the moon to manifest. I keep talking about that Cancer, or not Cancer. I keep talking about that Scorpio lunar eclipse. Guys, I don't know if you guys remember this, but right about the time of that lunar eclipse, other people that study astrology and read tarot and things like that were kind of saying like eclipse time is really not a time to manifest. And it's true, guys. It's definitely a time about going within and dealing with the things that you already have. But what happened to our collective tribe, the reason that it was more difficult for us, that closure at that lunar eclipse, was definitely because we were healing something massive. We were healing codependency. Guys, that's not minor. I keep telling yourself, pat yourself on the back, because people go their whole lifetime and can't break away, and you did. So I'm just saying, like, for us, that was a little bit different. It's very possible that as you learn that lesson, you were able to use that moon to manifest, to create what it is that you actually wanted. All right, let's look at the healing card. It says, bless all in need of healing, hope, and love. Spirit, grant us strength and wisdom and guide us to the path of wellness. Do you hear that? This person's higher self guiding them to the path of wellness with a partnership and a friendship. Do you see that? Like, this is definitely soulmate energy. So the first card will come out, the World card. Interesting. The World is Saturn, and Saturn is Capricorn. We also have the Hermit, Virgo, coming out. Let's get one more. Ooh, almost. All right. So King of Cups in reverse would have been next. And look at that Ace of Wands. Where's that other Ace of Wands? Ace of Wands coming out for both sides. Definitely part of your destiny, fated, and could even help you in your purpose. But in here, you're definitely healing. The Five of Cups does come out, guys. Normally, I pull more after the Five of Cups because I feel that anguish and that loss. I don't feel that anymore. You finally look up. You know how I always say, if you just look up, you'll see that, yes, you suffered a massive loss, a massive tragedy. Was it painful? Yes. Did you grieve? Yes. But you finally have went through this dark night of the soul. You've come out on the other side, and you've definitely looked up and seen that abundant fruit in your very near future. Beautiful, beautiful reading. All right, let's close it out with some guidance. And I am going to use the Sacred Traveler. And let's see what Spirit wants to say to this collective energy. Very, very collective this time, guys. Most of the time, it's very much twin journey reading, so I'm really excited to see something new. We're definitely making big moves. So if you don't see it, I promise you, you are. Look back at a year ago today, and look at how much further you are. All right, so guidance from your higher self. We have answering the call, and there was that judgment card. The time is now. We have surrendering to the journey, release control. I feel like you kind of done that. You've definitely surrendered. You've done what you were supposed to do, and you released the situation. And then that's definitely how you were able to bring in what it is that you wanted. And look at this, uncovering treasure. Uncovering treasure, beneath the surface lies a great bounty. I definitely feel like this is spirit again confirming that whatever this new relationship is, it's definitely more of a mutual effort. Two givers, soulmate energy. Look at this, mystic healer on the bottom. Healing energy flows through you. Definitely. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful subscriber energy reading. I hope it was helpful, guys. If it was, please give me a like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. And that's it, guys. So I'm going to open up for some free reading. So if you guys, Miss Al feels violated. What? She said all the energy whipped my butt. Oh, from the lunar eclipse. Yes, yes. That it was fierce. All right, guys, it's that time. So if you are wanting a free love reading, or if you have a question, if you're just looking for guidance, you just want to see what comes out, now is the time. Oh, look at Lulu. Lulu says the whole reading is a confirmation for me. Oh, thank you, Lulu. Hey, I have watched that. Who said that? Was it Miss L? Miss L. Where did I watch that? Where did hold on. It sounds familiar. The word the name you're using, Miss L. Miss L's always teaching me stuff. I knew that's what it was. I have watched that, Miss L. Can you believe it? Isn't that crazy? And I want to say, then it's 2 parts, right? I want to say there's 2 parts. Let me go look. Yeah, there's the one that has 1, 2, 3. That's the one I watched. It was very interesting. I totally made Junior watch it with me too. And I just came across it on Netflix. I don't think that was one of the ones you sent me. I think I just came across that one. I can't remember. I was watching a tarot reader, and I want to say one of the tarot readers brought up the movie, and they said it was on Netflix, and I was like, what? So I went and checked it out, and yes, we definitely watched it. All right, guys. Thank you, Lulu. Yes, it was 3 parts. I remember. We actually, when we watched it, I want to say I tried to watch it on Netflix, and Netflix might have only had part 1 myself. So we ended up watching it on YouTube, where it had like somebody had put it all together. Yeah, so I made him watch it too. Now I won't say that he didn't fall asleep, myself. I want to say at the end of it, but he got a good portion of it. He got a good portion. Yes, that's it, Michelle. New World Author. I watch him too. And guys, everyone's gonna have different opinions. But the ones I watch, I feel like I can relate to more, and I can like understand. Does it mean I agree with everything they say? No. But I'm just like you guys probably don't agree with everything I say. You know what I'm saying? But he's one of the closer ones. You know what, Michelle? He's the one that taught me that I was the divine masculine in my twin journey. Yeah, that's what happened there, Miss Al. Yeah. So if you guys don't watch him, make sure to go give him just check him out. Um kind of, like I said, it's an acquired taste for everyone. Everyone's gonna have different people that they enjoy watching that talk about the twin journey and give you that type of information. But yeah, I definitely get a lot of information from him, and that's very much how I learned about like Mars and Aries and the divine masculine, and yeah, yeah. All right, Sandra, are you ready? But yes, Miss Al, that's the same person that said mentioned the movie, and I was like, oh, I got to go watch this, and then yeah, I had to watch all of them. All right, Sandra, I'm told we're going to use the Sacred Traveler, so your higher self. Did you see those? Hmm. Yeah, well, they're definitely making a story, so I'm gonna take them. It was weird how they came out sideways. And I almost shuffled them. Look at that, the Six of Pentacles on the bottom. And I almost shuffled them back, but it's definitely got something going here. So let's see, Sandra. Again, more cards are wanting to come out than normal. I feel like we don't normally pull this many. But I'm going to start at the beginning with where it started. Let me see if I can. I just want to see the answering the call because that's bottom of the deck. And it's definitely going to be like the overall energy. So it tells me you've had to answer a call. You know what I mean? Something's happened and you're needed, you're called upon, that type of thing. I just want to say the next card would have been traveling lightly, simplify your life. So I just heard you go like, what? How am I supposed to do that? All right, I get it. But so when you have like answering the call, something's happened and you're being called to action, you have to do something. It's very important that you remove all the unnecessary. Put all your whatever knots into what it is you need to do, but also into yourself, Sandra. Don't forget self-love, self-care. Whatever this thing that's asking you to answer this call, if it's spirit, if spirit has asked you to do something, spirit's going to want you to focus on yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup, Sandra. So I'm definitely kind of getting that energy with the simplify your life. Like remove any unnecessary you know what I mean? So that you can answer the call. All right. And then narrow pathway is kind of what told me that this is going to be the story. There's that bridge again. I love this bridge, guys. The sarcasm. I'm spewing sarcasm. So narrow pathway shows one of those wooden bridges, and the wooden bridge is all like rickety and the wind's blowing it, and like it looks like it's really high up. I wouldn't cross this bridge. No one could pay me to cross this bridge. So you're definitely doing something that's very challenging. You're definitely scared, but I just want to say, you can see the end of the bridge. Like you can see where you're going. Is it scary? Absolutely. I mean, more power to you. I'll send you love from my safe place right here. But yes, you're definitely doing something that's kind of scary. And people may find it like extra challenging, right? Tread thoughtfully. And then you have a wandering path. Enjoy the journey. So I feel like it's possible that you have some sort of situation where you're like, I didn't expect to be here. Like, for example, here, I'm going to use me again, Sandra, totally using myself as an example. Okay. I never thought I was going to be 43 years old starting a business a year, almost 2 years in, and completely, like my whole life is fixing to change. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fixing to have to be like a completely, you would think that like at 43 that I would, I don't know, like have my shit together. You know what I mean? And already have my home and already, be settled and already those type of things, right? But it's definitely not the case. 2 years ago, I started my own business. I left a very good job with great benefits and great pay. And I literally started my own business from the ground up, right? And it's taken 2 years to be able to move to the next level, right? So I'm just saying, like, I definitely kind of get this energy that you're like, I don't even know which route, what am I supposed to take, which one am I supposed to do, like you're kind of just wandering out here type of thing. Wondrous universe comes out right after that. So as you have this, enjoy the journey. It's okay if you feel like this isn't exactly where you thought you were going to be. You also have walk in beauty. In other words, like, be proud of where you are. Like, I should be proud that I got away from an abusive, toxic, unhealthy relationship of 20 years. I should be happy that I started seeing a therapist. I should be happy that I started to heal. I should be happy that I met all of you. You see what I'm trying to say? So you have to look at it on the positive side. Does it stink that I don't own my own, or I guess I do own my home, but I don't own a bigger home? Absolutely. Does it stink that I'm not as settled as I would like to be? Absolutely. But you know what? Walk in beauty. I know so much more from the crap that I've went through than if I hadn't went through all that stuff, that I feel way more prepared for what's coming next. You see what I'm saying? Overcoming obstacles is also here, and it says you can overcome anything, everything. I definitely kind of sense that whatever this call is that you're being answered to call, there's definitely some fear here. The sword, in the boulder, and the boulder definitely like blocking the path. So whatever it is you're doing, know that it's not easy. Most people can't do it. Most people won't do it. Most people won't choose to do it. You see what I'm trying to say? So that's kind of where I'm picking up. You also have impasse. I feel like this is kind of what's happening right now. And this is a little bit of a sign of what's fixing to come. And I'm not trying to scare you in any way. Remember, guys, tarot is just a tool. It's a tool that says, this may happen. If this may happen, we pull guidance, and spirit tells us, like, hey, if this thing happens, this is how you can help that situation. You see what I mean? But I do kind of get that you're fixing to come up to some sort of impasse, which means you've went as far as you can go. It means that you've done as much as you can do. And I don't feel like that's happened yet. Here you are here doing it. But I feel like it's definitely coming. See how like the squirrel is almost at the end of the path. It's like you see that there's only a little bit further ahead, and then there's going to be an impasse. Is an impasse an obstacle? Not necessarily. An obstacle is something that you can overcome. You're going to go over that thing, right? An impasse, you can't go over. You have to choose. You can no longer go in the direction you are going. So I do feel like you're going to have to make a different choice in the direction that you're going. You're going to have to stop. It even says reflect and redirect your energy. All right, let's pull a little power of love. And let's see what guidance Spirit has for when we hit this impasse here. Reflect and redirect your energy. How? Freedom. This is how. Ready? You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Wow. You have joy again, which came out for that bridging energy. It says you delight in the love of life and you bring spirit of fun to all that you do. And then cause and effect is also going to be here. Be careful your thoughts. Be cautious your thoughts. That came out in that subscriber energy reading too. Be very cautious your thoughts. Guys, this is definitely the time to be implementing that lesson of replacing those negative thoughts. I'm not going to get on here and tell you guys, hey, don't have negative thoughts ever. Like, don't ever have a negative thought because that's what you're going to make. Guys, that's, I don't know. I mean, I wish I could be like, okay, never a negative thought again, but I can't. It happens all the time. So what I do try to do is as soon as I catch myself having those thoughts, I'll tell myself, no, Rosa, it's not going to suck that bad. No, Rosa, it's going to get easier. No, Rosa, you are going to do this thing. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to turn out okay. Instead of sitting there going, it's going to be hard. I can't do it. Blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? Just completely replace the negative thought with the positive thought and move forward. So it says cause and effect. You're aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. All right, Sandra, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Look, she just said it. I keep doing cancel negative and think positive. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, Rachel. Oh, we can do a current energy real quick, Rachel. Absolutely. Oh, that's good, Sandra. I'm glad. Thank you. So Rachel, we did do a subscriber energy love reading today. I do feel like the subscriber was the twin in the reading, but I don't feel like the person. I definitely sensed a soulmate energy, which was super interesting. So you might want to check that out too. But let's go ahead and do a current energy for Rachel. Let me see. There we go. A raconteur. How do I join? You just ask. You just let us know. If you have a question, just let us know. If you just want to see what comes out, you can just say so. And that's Twitch coming in, guys. I love it. Love it, love it. Aw, that's what we're supposed to do, Sandra. That's the tribe. All right. Let's sink in here, Rachel. So I'm going to start with your current energy, Rachel. Your current energy. We have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies a great bounty. That just came out. We have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. That makes more sense. All right. So bridging energy, we have distant thunder. All right, so Rachel, this is kind of what I'm getting. So I do feel like beneath the surface lies a great bounty is definitely about you, one, seeing the benefits of this journey. You most likely have used, it was funny because we were talking about this in the subscriber energy, where I said when you're on the twin journey, one, you're always in union. I've always believed that. I've always said that. You're always, always in union. Is there 3D separation? Absolutely, guys. I'm not a moron. But you're always in, spiritual union. Okay. But I do kind of sense that, Rachel, you may have recently used your energy, because that's what I was telling everyone. I was like, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing every day that you see me here reading to you guys. I'm using my twin journey energy, and that's how I'm able to do all this. Okay, that's how spirit draws you guys to me, and we're all like very similar. And you're like, why is she so much like me? Because we're on the same boat. You know what I mean? Some of us a little further ahead, some of us a little further behind, some of us kind of in the middle. Some of you guys are ahead of me and you teach me and you don't even know it. Like I tell people all the time, Miss L is always teaching me stuff. So yeah, if you guys see Miss L commenting in the comments, make sure you pay attention because she'll teach you stuff you just never thought you was gonna go there. So I kind of feel like you use the energy to manifest something of great bounty, right? Like, see the treasure box, the gold, it's like something really pretty, really good. You definitely worked with the energy. I do feel like your person, grace and gratitude, through gratitude, joy expands. This could actually be just a really difficult lesson that they're learning right now. I feel like your person is not necessary. I don't want to say they're not in joy. This isn't like some miserable person that's just walking around with his head down and going, I hate everything. No, absolutely not. The goal of this person is to find joy and happiness. But I think they're learning to be grateful for what they have, and then more comes, right? Like that kind of lesson. That's kind of what I'm picking up with your person. And then distant thunder. So distant thunder says clear the air. I think this is actually the storm moving away. So with this particular card, Rachel, many times when I'm feeling the card, I'm trying to see, is this energy coming? Is this storm on its way? No. So the storm has already happened, but you guys didn't clear the air. Nobody said whatever needed to be said. No one, maybe there was like a nice I'm sorry, or maybe there was like a I didn't mean to do that, or I didn't want this to happen. You see what I'm saying? There was nothing like that. Some things there's no closure. And again, Rachel, go back and when you get time, watch that subscriber reading at the beginning of the video, because I definitely got the sensation that it's definitely an energy of someone who has chosen kind of the path that I've chosen, where we're not chasing the twin, we're finding our purpose, which is manifesting our soulmate. I definitely kind of get that energy here. So it's very possible that you'll relate with that subscriber energy. But I do feel the sense, oh, that's what I was going to say. Venus moving into Cancer. I talked about it all last week, about this week that's coming up. So on the 18th, Venus moving into Cancer is definitely going to be where there definitely could be some closure here. Like things that need to be said could definitely be happening. So if you're feeling like the energy is off or something is like wrong, it could just be this person's like, if unless you're going to be the person that goes to communicate, I don't really see that. I feel like you're more in the positives of things, right? But I feel like this person is struggling a little bit, so it's very possible that they reach out to communicate, and the air needs to be cleared so that closure can come. Definitely could be something like that. On the bottom, reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Rachel. I hope that was helpful. Mm, yeah, that's so interesting. Um, I see my counterpart pretty regularly, and we're not in the best of I don't know. I started following my purpose. So I don't know, but it's funny because I just recently kind of made a comment about the sad face. Um, yeah. Again, collective. But I just want you guys to I feel like we're always kind of um this person is sad or they're miserable or whatever. Are they completely happy? I'm not going to lie and be like, oh, yeah, this person is so joyous and they're just going on with their life and everything's freaking hunky dory. That's not true. Okay. But are they miserable and crying and on their knees and wishing things were whatever? No, not necessarily, not always. They're definitely trying to be happy. They're definitely trying to find joy in their life. They're definitely trying to heal just like we did, guys. So yeah, if you're kind of sensing that energy that the person is sad, especially right now, because one of the counterparts could definitely be making a pretty massive decision. I feel like you guys are going to start to see that it's actually both counterparts. Both counterparts are actually making massive decisions. We always talk about divine feminine, like divine feminine is so much more head, and they have so much more purpose, and they have so much more love to give. Guys, divine masculine energy is equal, just as powerful, just as purposeful, just as spiritual. Is it slower? Yes, it's slower. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not, because yeah, we all see it. We all see it with our own eyes. But they're going to do the things just like you're doing the things. Does it mean you're going to do it together? I mean, I know it sounds bad, and I wish I could be that person that comes out here and says, yeah, everybody's going to be together, and everybody's going to live happily ever after. You're never going to come across a problem. But that's not the case. And if you get stuck in that stagnant energy, you're just going to sit there and spin those wheels. You know what I mean? And I don't know about you guys, but I'm done spinning wheels. Yes, absolutely. Rachel says, I'm just focused on my purpose. And that's definitely it. And look at this thing I sent. I got to show you guys. I'm going to go download it. I sent this thing to Junior today. I hope you don't get upset with me, because I guess it was kind of a personal thing. But it was this thing I found. It was the Lovers card in the Light Seers Tarot. And I know you guys are going to, like, you'll recognize it as soon as I show it to you. But it had this saying on it, and I just want you guys to read this, because I definitely feel like collectively, guys, this is where we're moving. This is where our tribe is definitely headed. Let me get it up here, add overlay. And let me know if you guys recognize this card. I use the Light Seers Tarot sometimes more when I first started. But I really just like the seeing that was on here. Let me get that banner off of there. Look at that. So it says, the man who walks with the healer. When a man chooses a woman who follows her calling, his only chance to maintain the connection is in following her, and above all, in creating space for her to follow her own path. If that's not Junior, I don't know who is. So yeah, that's definitely kind of the sensation of the energy that I feel like we're all collectively moving into. You're going to follow your purpose, and you're going to find someone that supports you and encourages you, and they're not jealous and they're not freaking out because they understand you. Two equal efforts. I found it on Facebook. I seen it. Someone posted it on Facebook, and I just thought that was super cool. And I use the Light Seers Tarot a lot more for my own personal readings. But yeah, so I just thought, like, wow, that was so perfect. And again, I feel like collectively, that's kind of what we're moving into. Yeah, I'll pull it back up and see if you can, or maybe I can share it on my Facebook. Maybe I can share it. Let me see. I guess you could screenshot, and then, you'd have to crop. But yeah, I thought it was beautiful too. It was super pretty. Rachel, I'll try to put it on my Facebook page too. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 1111. I've been seeing 1111 everywhere. You guys been hearing me talk about 1111? I keep mentioning it like every time I see it. Do you guys know what 1111 is? Like, do you guys know why I keep seeing ones? I will, Rachel. Absolutely, I will. All right, somebody tell me why I keep seeing ones. Miss L's out there. I know Miss L's gonna know. Rachel says me too, and 444. Ooh. All right, so 111, we're definitely starting a new journey. The Fool card, right? We're taking a leap of faith. I don't know about you guys, but I know I am. And then 444 is going to be firm foundation and financial security. So I've definitely been seeing the fours myself, Rachel. But 111 seems like comes across because we're always doing the lives, and I guess we're on a little more than an hour. So 111. Beautiful, Diana. Yes, we're all definitely doing it. Definitely all of us doing it. Yep. It's definitely exciting, but I'm nervous. I'm definitely a little nervous, but I don't know. I guess you guys are all going with me, so we'll get to experience it together. I hope the internet is just as good in our new place as it is here. 1144 a lot too. I do too, Rachel. I do too. Yep. Or 1122. I see the 1122 a lot too. Rachel says her first single is dropping next week. Are you being serious right now, Rachel? Like, do you sing? You sing? What are you telling me? And how come you haven't told me this before? Thank you, Diana. Thank you. I really enjoyed it. I know sometimes I get the pull for the subscriber energy, and sometimes we're so much in our fields or whoever the subscriber is, that it's hard for me to like jump in and do it right then. I actually did a Talking to Heaven reading where, well, I got sick. You guys know I got sick, so I had to wait a few days. Diana, I'm still working on yours. Please don't hate me. Thank you for telling me I could have extra time because remember when I said I didn't need it? Well, I do. But I was working on the Talking to Heaven one, and she had waited more, and I needed to get it turned in. But she had asked me at the beginning, like her, I don't want to get too much info, but the person she wanted to communicate with had passed recently, and she just wanted to know, like, is there a time, table, like what's going on? And I have heard people say that it's best to give them, 3-7 days to go through the transition. I've never experienced that myself. I've been able to communicate with people like the moment that they passed. So I never had an issue with like they have to have a certain amount of time. Time is not the same once they're there than it is here. And I really don't know how to explain that, but it's just not. But the thought didn't occur to me that maybe she wasn't ready for the reading. See, when I went to sit down to do it, and you're doing mediumship, you're definitely talking to a soul who's lived in this lifetime and has passed away. And so the soul was telling me, like, it wasn't that he wasn't ready, it was that she wasn't ready. And because I was feeling bad that I'd gotten sick, and you know what I'm saying? And everything for a reason, guys. Everything for a reason. I'm so sorry, guys. My throat is still being mean. All right, Twitch. So on Twitch, guys, I just want you guys to know that we're also on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitch at the same time. So I see Millie comes in and puts the little exclamation join. So absolutely, you guys can do that, and that lets me know that you guys are looking for a reading. But Millie, what we do is we're a very small tribe. We're growing. We're new on Twitch, so thank you so much for coming in. But just ask your question. Just let me know what you're looking for. If you just want guidance, if you have a certain question. Did I just see Anna? Is that Anna? Hi, Anna. Beautiful. Everyone's coming to see me. It's so exciting. Look at that. Sandra says she saved it so she can focus on the messages. That's so cool. Oh, they're talking to heaven. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Anna. It's so good to see you. Yeah, the talking to heaven seemed like it did really, really good. I really like those a lot. Like I enjoy those. Like I even said, I think in the description box that I feel like I kind of help more in that area. And you want to know why? Because you know how I always say, like, I'm in the same boat with you. Like, I'm not out here going, oh, I figured all this out, and you know, this is how you do it. I have figured some of it out, guys, but not all of it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, with the mediumship, it's not like that. I don't have to have all the answers. Like, I don't have to be the person that has the right advice or the right guidance. It's like the spirit has the guidance. And really, honestly, when I'm doing tarot, I don't either. I'm just supposed to be present and I'm just supposed to read the cards, right? Spirit gives me the information. But I will say, like, when we're doing twin journey stuff, I definitely throw my 2 cents in there. Oh, thank you, Diana. Thank you so much for coming in. Yes, fire signs tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central Time, guys. Don't forget. All right. So Millie wants a reading about her relationship with parents. All right, Rachel. I think you'll get some good stuff out of there. Thank you so much. All right, Millie. Let's see. Let's see what wants to come out. All right, so I'm just going to ask Spirit flat out for advice with your relationship with your parents. Look at that. Help from above. Help from above was on the bottom. Do you see it? So Spirit's definitely trying to assist. Wow, have mercy. Okay. Millie, wow. Strong energy. All right. Okay. All right, so here's kind of what I'm getting. Ready? The Pride card comes out, and just so we don't shoot the messenger, let's just get the book right out. And I'm just going to read the Pride card to you, okay? It's number 7. And this doesn't say it's you, Millie. It's very possible that this is like the opposite. Maybe this is the parents. But let's just read out of the book a little bit, and I feel like you're going to know what's going on. But it says, when you are prideful, you can become harsh and not conscious of your own weaknesses. This can temporarily make you feel more powerful and superior to others, while at the same time cause you to be judgmental, unteachable, and hardened. Have you been fighting, quarreling, and disagreeing with others? Are you always trying to prove a point and defend your position? Do you think you're always right? By holding on to shadow pride, you are stopping yourself from progressing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Stop overestimating your importance and learn to be humble. When you are too proud, you cannot hear other people's advice and you cannot receive their assistance. Empowerment means that you can be soft, caring, aware, and gentle. Recognize that you need other people's support to achieve true success. It says action you can take. Ready? Take some time during the day to relax. Lie down if possible and look carefully at this card. How does it make you feel? How do you relate to it? Ask yourself, where am I attached to a false sense of who I am? Where have I overestimated my abilities or charged ahead unprepared for the challenges I face? Where in the past has a sense of pride led me to a fall? All right. So again, Millie, I'm not sure. It's possible that it's you and this is your energy. It's also possible that this is coming from somewhere else. But as a 43-year-old woman who's been reading tarot for quite some time, I definitely kind of get the energy that you have this sense of pride. It's very possible that you could have made like a maybe something about a choice or something about a mistake, but you don't want to admit to it. It's like you don't want to be wrong. You want the thing to come out your way. I feel like Spirit is asking you to let go of some type of energy like that. And then alchemy is going to be your guidance. And you're like, okay, so I let it go. Now what? I get it. So alchemy, that's the now what. You see how it's burning down behind her? You see the flames? Let it burn. Just let it go, release it, pull something positive from the situation, and turn that into something magical. Here's the perfect example. I'm going to use myself. I went through a very difficult, turbulent spiritual relationship. And at the end, I learned about my independence, my worth, and I started following my purpose, and I run my own business, and I'm here talking to you today. So I'm just saying, pull a positive out of the situation, release and let go. If they were prideful, release and let go. All right, I hope that was helpful. Hi, Al. Al says, I like talking to heaven video too. Really hit home. Aw, thank you. Oh, hi, Purple Violet. Purple Violet. She's always sending me lesbian hugs. I had to look up to see if I was allowed to use that word. Some places are so mean about what words we're allowed to use. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I did do a subscriber energy reading at the beginning of the video, guys. So make sure to check that out. I definitely feel like it's a collective, very strong collective reading. So if you're in our tribe, it doesn't matter. In a relationship, single, I feel like it's going to hit home both sides. So yeah, make sure to check that out. And then just let me know in the comments if it resonates, what hit home for you, all those good things. And then, yeah, make sure to hit me, give me a like, a follow, all of those good things. Oh, look at Millie. Oh, I feel you. We're with you. She says, that's my mom and me. I'm trying to work on that because I recently realized I can be a little bitchy and mean when I'm triggered. That's all of us. We all are that way. We're all working on healing from all those same things. Don't be too hard on yourself. Life is definitely a learning process. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much. Don't forget fire signs. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central Time. I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for coming in and participating. Make sure to watch that subscriber energy at the beginning of the video and let me know in the comments what you think. As always, I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.